Hey everybody, it is me, SearingSorrow. So today I'm back with episodio, if that's even a word, in Spanish, okay? Three. And I'm going to, for my Immortal, the infamous fanfiction on fanfiction.net, where it used to be, and now it's being reposted by 50 billion people. I don't exactly mean 50 billion people, that's just an exaggerated thing, but I probably do that a lot. But before I go ahead and start, I just want to do a little venting, a little ranting, just, something that it looks like Tara has been doing and something that's rather annoying. And that is that Tara thinks that gods and emos, whatever the heck you call them, but they are probably limited to listening, that they should be limited to listening to these types of bands, the ones that Tara is listing, and maybe just a few more. And you want to know what I'm going to say? That is not true, bruh. That ain't true. Okay? I don't know what kind of crap I don't know what stuff she's on, but that is not the case. You could still be in the goth phase and still listen to whatever the heck you want. As far if you listen to any rock music, okay? When I was in a goth phase, this was long ago. Of course I listened to Breaking Benjamin, but mostly I listened to Daughtry. And mostly it was because they had that song Leave This Town come out, and I was hyped, and boy, that was probably one of their best albums. Although I think so far their best album yet is Break the Spell. And then on other occasions, I also listen to this band that I'm about to mention a lot, probably something you'd never expect, called Lifehouse. They're rather underrated, okay? But I'm going to go ahead and get right into the story. Okay, so this is chapter 10 through 15. Okay. Chapter 10. Author's note. Step it, you gay face! If you do not like my story, then F off. P.S. It turns out Bloody Mary isn't a muggle after all. She and vampire are evil. That's why they moved houses. Okay. Oh, Hermione, what did they do to you? What did they do to you? I feel so sorry. I was really scared about Voldemort that all day. God, already with the misspelling of Voldemort, this is gonna be painful. Stupid. I was even more upset. Went to rehearsals with my gothic metal band, Bloody Gothic Rose 666. What was the Gothic things? I am the lead singer of it. Oh, and I play guitar. Oh, you see, that turned up the Mary Sue level to a whole nother level, girl. I don't know, we up to you, girl. Wow, good one, Mary Sue. People say that we sound like a cross between Good Charlotte, Slipknot, and My Chemical Romance. Stop. Just stop. Every band has their own sound, okay? Your fans might think that you may sound like sound like a little bit like this band or something. People do that all the time. But in this sort of thing, if you think you're trying to make yourself sound like other people, when in fact you should try to have your own sound, that is... I'm sorry, I can't. I can't. The other people in the band are Bloody Mary, Vampire, Draco, Ron, although we call him Diablo now. He has black hair now with blue streaks in it. Ron! What did they do to you? Ah! And Hagrid. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be Hagrid. Only today, Draco and Vampire were depressed, so they weren't coming, and we wrote songs instead. I knew Draco was probably slitting his wrist. He wouldn't die, because he's a vampire, too, and the only way you can kill a vampire is with a cross. There's no way I'm running that. Or a stake! I'm pretty sure, by that spelling, she really just meant, like a piece of meat. Why? That's, oh, God. Someone, give this person holy water. Please. And this girl needs help. And when I mean this girl, I don't mean just Ebony, I mean Tara. And Vampire was probably watching a depressing movie like The Corpse Bride. The Corpse Bride is not a depressing movie. I hear it's a good movie. I've never seen it. But it's by Tim Burton. Why do you even consider that? I just no. If she mentions that like a movie like what was that other movie? The Night Before Christmas. If she considers that also like depressing or gothic or something, I'm done. I put on a black leather skirt that showed off my boobs and oh God, this girl's already 10 out of 10 a slut, and I ain't trying to say it to shame her. I really mean it. And tiny matching miniskirt that said simple plan on the butt. No, someone give this girl some help. She needs. Oh my God, who? I don't know. Did she grow up this? Did she really actually grow up this rebellious, or did her parents get her into this rebellious thing? If her parents were probably vampires, I don't think they would act this rebellious like Ebony is. You might think I'm a slut, but I'm really not. Well, unfortunately you are, so let's just leave it at that. We were singing a cover of Helena, and at the end of the song, I suddenly bust into tears. It's supposed to be burst into tears. Ebony, are you okay? Bloody Mary asked in a concerted voice. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be concerned. I'm not going to just do this for every word that is misspelled in the story, because at this point, it's gone beyond my limits. I don't know. What the F do you think? I asked angrily. And then I said, well, Voldemort came and that effing bass and that effing idiot, whatever, told me to effing kill Harry, but I don't want to kill him. Wait, Harry? I thought his name was Vampire. What the heck is happening? What's happening? Because he is really nice, even if he did go out with Draco. But if I don't kill Harry, then Voldemort will effing kill Draco. I burst into tears. Suddenly Draco jumped out from behind the wall. Why didn't you effing tell me? He shouted. How could you? You effing poser, muggle, witch! See, is that out of character? What? What? I started to cry and cry. Draco started to cry too, all sensitive. Then he ran out crying. We practiced for 1 more hour. Then suddenly Dumbledore walked in angrily. His eyes were all fiery, and I knew this time it wasn't because he had a headache. So why is Dumbledore always cursing at people when he has a headache? Why don't he just stay in his quarters or something? Take some aspirin or something. Take some sort of headache potion. There's gotta be headache potion somewhere. Snape might have it in his possessions. I don't know. What have you done? He started to cry wisely. How do you cry wisely? No. How can you cry wisely? Okay. See, that's basically not swearing, and this time he was really upset, and you will see why. Ebony, Draco has been found in his room. He committed suicide by slitting his wrist. Whoa, hold on. How do vampires commit to this sort of thing? But I thought vampires don't do that. What the heck? I don't know what's going on, though. This is driving me crazy. I know at this point, a lot of you are going to already tell me, why don't you just stop reading it? Well, I'm going to say no, because this is going, I'm going to dead on do it, okay? Okay, chapter 11. Authors note, I said stop flaming up preps. See if this chapter is stupid. I'm pretty sure I mean stupid. It deals with really serious issues. See for yourself if it's stupid. Bro, thanks to my friend Raven for helping me. I'm pretty sure the only one who's given this girl good ratings is on a split between either just a bunch of trolls or Raven herself. And probably Tara, if that's possible, if you're able to rate your own story on fanfiction.com, which I'm pretty sure that's impossible, so I'm probably just meaning just Raven. If it wasn't the trolls. No! I screamed. I was horrified. Bloody Mary tried to comfort me, but I told her F off, and I ran to my room crying myself. Dumbledore chased after me, shouting, but he had to stop when I went into my room, because he would look like a perv that way. I'm pretty sure Dumbledore can do whatever the heck he wants. Okay, so... But then again, you never really see him walk into somebody's dorm. Never. Or actually, you don't really see him walking into somebody else's dorm. However, you might occasionally see teachers walk into the house's common rooms. Like what Professor McGonagall did in Chamber of Secrets. To tell the students about the new rules, I think shortly after Hermione got petrified. Okay. Anyway, I started crying tears of blood. Tears of blood. And then I slept close to my wrist. They got all over my clothes, so I took them off and jumped into the bath angrily while I put on a Linkin Park song at full volume. This is so painful. I feel so bad for Linkin Park being inserted into this horrendous fanfiction. I grabbed a stake and almost stuck it into my heart to commit suicide. I was so effing depressed. I got out of the bathtub and put on a black low-cut dress with lace all over it, sandally. Sandally? What? Sandally? Does that make sense? I put on black high heels with pink metal stuff on the ends and 6 pairs of skull earrings. I couldn't effing believe it. Then I looked out of the window and screamed. Snap was spying on me, and he was taking a videotape of me, and Lupin was masticating to it. They were standing on their broomsticks. What? No! This is doing... Oh, no. Ew! You effing pervs! Stop looking at me naked! Are you perv pedos or what? I screamed, putting on a black towel with a picture of Marilyn Manson on it. But she is dressed, so why did she put on a towel? Doesn't make sense. Suddenly, Vampire ran in. Abracadabra! He shouted at Snape and Lupin, pointing his womb. I took out my gun and shot Snape and Lupin a gazillion times, and they both started screaming, and the camera broke. Suddenly, Dumbledore ran in. Ebony. Wait, you remember that? You remember the giant Maxime from Goblet of Fire actually did call Dumbledore. So, if that was intentional, I don't know. But already, it looks like she, if she thinks if she says that she thinks that she's read the books, clearly she has not. Ebony, it has been revealed that someone has... No! he shouted, looking at Snape and Lupin, then waved his wand, and then suddenly Hagrid ran outside on his broom and said, everyone, we need to talk. What do you know, Hagrid? You're just a little Hogwarts student. I may be a Hogwarts student, Hagrid paused angrily, but I'm also a Satanist. Christ, no! This can't be, Snape said in a crisp voice as blood dripped from his hand where Dumbledore once had shot him. There must be other factors. There's so many things wrong with this. If Ebony was trying to shoot her gun at Snape and Lupin, she probably made worse shots than the stormtroopers from Star Wars. And Hagrid isn't a student. He is the gamekeeper. He is the Hogwarts gamekeeper. And of course, was a time you've seen him from the third book into the fourth book. He became the Care of Magical Creatures teacher. Right. You don't have any, I yelled madly. Lupin held up the camera triumphantly. What's an elephant? What's an elephant got to do with triumph? The lens may be ruined, but the tape is still in there. I felt faint, more than I normally do, like how it feels when you do not drink enough blood. I don't think vampires feel that way, except, I know one type of vampires can feel sick, but in their mind. Bada. Why are you doing this? Lupin said angrily while he rubbed his dirty hands on his cloak. And then I heard the words that I had heard before, but not from him. I did not know whether to feel shocked or happy, or to bite him or drink his blood, because I felt faint. Because, Hagrid said, and he paused into the air dramatically, waving his wand into the air. Then swooped he in, singing in the tune of a gothic version of a song by 50 Cent. What? Because you're gothic? Snap asked in a little afraid voice, because he was afraid it meant that he was connected with Satan. Because I love her! Everyone is in love with this chick, but she is a horrible, sadistic person. How? I don't understand. Chapter 12, author's note. Stop F-A-ing, okay? Hagrid is a pedo to a lot of people, and American schools are like that. I wanted to address that issue. How do you know Snap a Christian plus Hagrid really isn't really in love with Ebony? That was Cedric, okay? What? Cedric Diggory? Oh god. I was about to slit my wrist again with the silver knife that Drago had given me in case anything happened to him. He told me to use it valiantly against an enemy, but I knew that we must both go together. Okay. No! I thought it was Hagrid, but it was Vampire. He started to scream, OMFG, no! My scar hurts! And then his eyes rolled up. You could see only his red whites. I sobbed. How did you know? I saw it, and my scar turned back into the lightning bolt. No! I ran up closer. I thought you didn't have a scar anymore. I do, but Diablo changed it into a pentagram for me and always covered it with foundation, he said back. Anyway, my scar hurt, and it turned back into the lightning bolt. Save me! I don't think Harry needs saving when it comes to his scar hurting. I mean, it only hurts temporarily. It only happens for like a temporary amount of time, so I don't think he needs saving. I mean, the last couple of times, like where his scar has hurt him, he never got help. Okay? He never got help to save him from the hurting. Even though when he's around people, you get concerned people looking around him, be like, "Bruh, you okay? Are you okay, bruh?" Well, not exactly like that, but you might get the gist of it. Then I had a vision of what was happening to Draco. Voldemort had him bondage. I guess you mean hostage? Voldemort has Draco hostage. Anyway, I was in the school nurse's office and now recovering from my slit wrist. Snap and Lupin and Hagrid were there too. They were going to St. Mango's, but St. Mango's. So St. Mango's, is this the St. Mango? Like they're trying to eat mangoes or something to heal their wounds after they, I don't know, after they recovered because they were pedophiles, and you can't just have those effing pervs teaching in school with a lot of hot girls. Dumbledore had constipated the kiddio camera. They took me naked. Had constipated the kiddio camera. Way to go. I put up my middle finger at them. Anyway, Hagrid came into my hospital bed holding a bouquet of pink roses. "Ebony, I need to tell you something," he said in a serious voice, giving me the roses. "F off," I told him. "You know I effing hate the color pink anyway, and I don't like effed up preps like you," I snapped. "But whoa, hold on. This girl, she had put on some pink stuff in her outfits, and she also has like pink in her coffin." What? Just bizarre. Hagrid had been mean to me before being gothic. "No, Ebony," Hagrid said. "Those are not roses." "What? Are they goths too, you poser prep?" I asked because I was angry and he had brought me the pink roses. "I saved your life," he yelled angrily. "No, you didn't," I replied. "You saved me from getting a Paris Hilton P video made from your shower scene and being viewed by Snap and Lupin, who masturbated. See, is that spelled wrong?" "Definitely!" To it he added silently. "Whatever," I yelled angrily. He pointed his wand at the pink roses. "These aren't roses." He turned looking at them with an evil look in his eye and muttered, "Well, if you wanted, honestly, that's all you had to say." "That's not a spell. That's an MCR song," I corrected him wisely. "How can you correct someone wisely? How?" How? Face palm. "I know, I was just warming up my vocal cords." Then he screamed, "Petulia's meringue on me, cremicili romesio for all you cool gothic MCR fans out there. That is a tribute. Especially for Raven. I love you, girl. IMO. Noto Okeo." Is that supposed to be Latin or something? I don't know. And then the roses turned into a huge black flame flowing in the middle of the air, and it was black. Now I knew he wasn't a prep. "Okay, I believe you. Now, WTF is Draco?" Hagrid rolled his eyes. I looked into the balls of flame, but I could see nothing. "You see, Ebony," Dumbledore said, watching the two of us watching the flame. "To see what is in the flames. Haha, you reviewers, flames, get it? You must find yourself first, okay?" "I found myself, okay, you mean old man?" Hagrid yelled. Dumbledore looked shocked. I guess he didn't have a headache, or else he would have said something back. "Oh, a comeback, okay." Whatever. Hagrid stormed off back into his bed. "You're a liar, Prof. Dumbledore. Anyway, when I got better, I went upstairs and put on a black leather mini dress that was all ripped on the ends with lace on it. There was some corset stuff on the front. Then I put on black fishnets and high-heeled boots. The fishnets continue! With pictures of Billy Joe Armstrong on them. I put on my hair all around me so it looked like Samara from The Ring. If you don't know who she is, you're a prep, so F off. Unfortunately, I don't know who Samara is. I really don't. I don't know who Samara is. So really? And I put on blood red lipstick, black eyeliner, and black lip gloss. The descriptions of everything that you wear continue. Why does this keep happening? This girl, she keeps... Oh my god, you won't believe it. This girl, Ebony, she's constantly describing everything that she's wearing, and it's getting annoying. Annoying beyond all measure. Christ. You look kawaii, girl, Bloody Mary said sadly. Thanks. Get it? You do too. I said sadly too, but I was still upset. I slit both my wrists, feeling totally depressed, and I sucked all the blood. Ew, no, what are you doing? I cried again in my bathroom and put the shades on so Snap and Lupin couldn't spy on me this time. I went to some classes. Vampire was in the hair of magical magic creatures. Hair of magical magic creatures. He looked all depressed because Draco had disappeared, and he had used to be in love with Draco. He was sucking some blood from a Hufflepuff. That is pretty much some murder. Oh my god. Hi, he said in a depressed way. Hi, back, I said in a quality said way. We both looked at each other for some time. Harry had beautiful gothic red eyes, so much like Draco's. Then we jumped on each other and started screwing each other. Oh, God! Stop it. Stop it now, you honey simpletons! Shouted Professor McGonagall, who was watching us, and so was everyone else. Oh no, she had sex with Vampire in public. Oh my god, why? Vampire, you effer! I said, slapping him. Stop trying to screw me, you know I love Draco. I shouted, and then I ran away angrily. Just then he started to scream, OMFG, no, my scar hurts! And then his eyes rolled up. You can only see his red whites. I'm pretty sure you said the exact same sentence. Come up with something fresh. I mean, if this is the... Christ. No! I ran up closer. I thought you didn't have a scar anymore, I shouted. I do, but Diablo changed it into a pentagram for me, and I always covered it up with foundation, he said back. Anyway, my scar hurt, and then I had a vision of what happened to Draco. Voldemort had him bondage. Special thanks to Raven and my Gothic's blood sister. WTF, you're supposed to rate this. Hey Raven, do you know where my sweater is? Where? What? A sweater? What does a sweater have to do with this? I don't know. But come on. I don't know, but what does a sweater have to do with this? And also I noticed some of these pages might have more than just 2 chapters. So if that ends up, so I guess next time, I totally didn't think about it, but maybe in the next episode I'll make sure to just read one page for the full episode. Anyway, chapter 3, author's note, Raven, thanks for helping me again. I'm sorry I took your poster of Gerald away, but that guy is such a effing sex bomb. Prep, stop flaming. Vampire and I ran up the stairs looking for Dumbledore. You were so scared. Why? What? I don't... Okay. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, Gerald Way hates it when you call his band emo. Gerald Way of My Chemical Romance. And I'm pretty sure a lot more bands out there get annoyed when people call them goths or emos. Honestly, it's kind of stupid. Dumbledore, we both yelled. Dumbledore came there. What is it that you want now, you despicable snobs? He asked angrily. Voldemort has Draco, we shouted at the same time. Voldemort, oh dear, this is about to get bad. He laughed in an evil voice. No, don't. We need to save Draco, we begged. No, he said meanly. I don't give a darn about what Voldemort does to Draco. But after how much he misbehaved in school, especially with you, Ebony, he said while he frowned, looking at me. Besides, I never liked him that way. Then he walked away. Vampire started crying. My Draco, he moaned. Others know. Don't you Yay, guys are like so hot. What? I have no idea what you just said, Tara. I have no idea what you just said. But so I think did I don't know. Did Dumbledore I don't know. Did Draco get in trouble? Because if that's the case, then Ebony should also get in trouble. Besides, Ebony is not getting in trouble for everything that she's done so far. That would be considered against the school rules. That, I don't get that. It's okay, I tried to tell him, but that didn't stop him. He started to cry tears of blood. Then he had a brainstorm. I had an idea, he exclaimed. What? I asked him. You'll see, he said. He took out his wand and did a spell. Then suddenly we were in Voldemort's lair. I don't remember Voldemort having a lair. I don't know. We ran in with our wands out, just as we heard a crooned voice say, Alakadabra! Allah, it was Voldemort! But Allah, that's supposed to be the god for Muslims. That's just horrible. I'm pretty sure every Muslim that just read that sentence is going to be either hilariously cringing or getting so offended and probably want to clock this chick, whoever wrote this. Okay, chapter 14. Author's note. F all preps, okay? Raven, thanks for helping me again. I'm sorry I couldn't update because I was depressed and I had to go to the hospital because I slit my wrist. Why would you do that anyway? Oh my god. P.S. I'm still not updating until you give me 10 god reviews. Warning, some of this chapter is extremely scary. Viewer discretion advised. As in viewer discretion advised. But I think we've already had it out there. The entire story on its own is scary. I'm being honest with you. Just the whole story on its own is scary. We ran to where Voldemort was. It turned out that Voldemort wasn't there. Instead, the fat guy who killed Cedric was. I'm pretty sure you met Wormtail. Draco was there crying tears of blood. Snaketail was torturing him. Snaketail. Vampire and I ran in front of Snaketail. Right in my sight, you despicable preps, he shouted as we started shooting him with a gun. And then suddenly he looked at me as he fell down with a lovey-dovey look in his eyes. He said, in this, he is 16 years old, so he's not being a pedophile, okay? Huh? I asked. Ebony, I love you. Will you have sex with me? Asked Snaketail. I started laughing crudely. What the F? You tortured my boyfriend, and he expected me to F you? God, you are so effed up, you effing moron! I said angrily. Then I stabbed him in the heart. Blood poured out of it like a fountain. No! no!" he screamed. He started screaming and running around, and then he fell down and died. I burst into tears sadly. But this girl is so sadistic, yet cries after she killed Wormtail. How? "Snaketail, what art thou doing?" called Voldemort, and then he started coming. We could hear his high heels clacking to us. Wait, Voldemort's wearing high heels? I hope he's not wearing the same high heels that Trina has been wearing in Victorious. So we got our broomsticks and we flew to Hogwarts. We went to my room. Vampire went away. Then I started crying. "What's wrong, honey?" asked Draco, taking off his clothes so he could screw. He had a sex pack. Get it? Because he's so sexy and really huge, you know what, and everything. It's so unfair. Why can't I just be ugly or plain like all the other girls at preps here, except for Bloody Mary, because she's not ugly or anything? "Why would you want to be ugly? I don't like the preps anyway. They're such effing sluts," answered Draco. "Yeah, but everyone is in love with me. Like Snape and Lupin took a video of me naked. Hagrid said he's in love with me. Vampire likes me, and even Snaketail is in love with me. But you killed Wormtail or Snaketail, whatever. I just want to be with you, Draco. Why could Satan just made me less beautiful?" I shouted angrily. Author's note: don't worry, Ebony isn't a snob or anything, but a lot of people have told her that she's pretty. "I'm good at too many things. Why can't I just be normal? It's an effing curse," I shouted, and then I ran away. This girl is having a temper tantrum over I don't know what to say, but she's getting a temper tantrum from getting everything handed to her on a silver platter. I don't understand it. Just why? I don't even know anymore. Chapter 15. Author's note: stop flaming, okay? By the way, you suck. From now on, every time someone flames me, I'm gonna slip my wrist. Eek, edgy much and excessive. Thanks to Raven for helping. Ebony! Ebony! Shouted Draco sadly. "No, please come back!" But I was too mad. "Whatever, you could go and have sex with Vampire," I shouted. I stormed into my room and closed my black door with my blood-red key. It had a picture of Marilyn Manson on it. He looked so sexy in a way that reminded me of Draco and Vampire. I started to cry and weep. I took a razor and started to slit my wrist. I drank the blood, all depressed, and then I looked at my black Good Charlotte watch and noticed it was time to go to biology class. Okay, let me just put this out there. Hogwarts does not have a biology class. They have herbology. If that's the closest thing to a biology class that you'll get, but never did it ever say anywhere that it has officially called biology. It's ridiculous. Okay. I put on a short, ripped black gothic dress that said anarchy in the front and blood red letters and was all ripped and with a spiky belt. Under that, I put on ripped black fishnets and boots that said Joel all over them with black red letters. I put on my ebony black hair out. Whoa. So this girl, does she have a weave? Anyway, I went downstairs feeling all depressed and feeling all sad and depressed as usual. I did some advanced biology work. I was turning in a bloody pentagram into a black guitar. Suddenly the guitar turned to Draco. "Anna B, I love you," he shouted sadly. "I don't care what those effort preps and posers think. You're the most beautiful girl in the world. Before I met you, I used to want to commit suicide all the time. Now I just want to ever be with you. I effing love you." Then he started to sing Dark Chronicles of Life and Death. We consider it our song yet now because we fell in love when Joe was singing it right in front of the entire class. His singing voice was so amazing and gothic and sexy, like a cross between Gerald, Joel, Chester, Pierre, and Marilyn Manson. God, I feel so bad for Chester himself being inserted into this nightmare of a fan fiction. Linkin Park, the only band out of them all I actually legit like. The other ones are either okay or I don't really care about them. There's no, don't you think those guys are so hot? If you don't know who they are, get the F out of here. Okay, well, I've never heard of Pierre, so that might give you the answer. OMFG, I said as he was finished. Some effing prep stared at us, and I just stuck up my middle fingers. Oh, real mature, Ebony, real mature. That were covered in black nail polish and were entwined with Dragos now. At them. I love you, I said, and then we started to kiss just like Hilary Duff. I effing hate that witch. Hilary Duff, yo. And CMM in a Cinderella story. Then we went away holding hands. Lupin shouted us out at us, but he stopped because everyone was clapping by how sexy we looked together. Then I saw a poster saying that MCR would have a concert in Hogsmeade right then. We looked at each other, all shocked, and then we went together. Oh my god. Already, this atrocity of a fanfiction. This is already tearing down on my mental state, and I'm not even halfway done with this. Son of a crap. Son of a crud nugget. Wow, son of a crud nugget. I said it. Son of a crud nugget. But anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. So, this is pretty much the end of this episode, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys. Bye, you, toodles, 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 toodles.